Hello students, good morning. I am going to start with the fourth chapter of BA, that is organizing. Now students, what is the meaning of organization? Organizing. In general words, the structure formed in order to enable delegation of authority and responsibility, both the things, authority and responsibility towards the people actively engaged for a common goal is organization. Here in organizing, one person is been given both authority and responsibility for a particular task, and that is organizing. The owner of the business gives the authority as well as the responsibility. According to Chester, the activity conducted by two or more people and their cooperation is called organization. As per Sri Louis Allen, organizing is the process of identifying and grouping the work to be performed, defining and delegating responsibility and authority, and establishing relationship for the purpose of enabling people to work more effectively together in accomplishing the objective. We know how the business is managed. First thing is planning, and second step is organizing. Whatever plans are being made by the businessman, those plans starts being implemented by organizing the thing. So this is the second step of management, where after planning, organizing is being done. Now what is the concept of organizing? Where two or more people work together, the structure for the work accomplishment in an effective manner is called organizing, in which delegation of authority and responsibility is distributed to attain a common goal. Because business person, those who are running the business or those who are owning the business, they are not able to look after each and everything. So the work is been divided between different parts, and these different parts of work is being allotted to different group of a people or one individual, where both responsibility and your authority is been given to that particular person, so that he can achieve the whatever goal is been decided by the business person. Now what are the characteristics? The first characteristic of organizing is goal oriented activity. All the steps of management are, first thing, they are goal oriented. Each and every business wants to attain the goal. And what is the goal of any business activity? It is to earn the profit. So here organization or an organizing staff works for the goal. Second is planning based. Here organizing is also planning based. It is planned that which part of the work is being done or completed or accomplished by a particular person or group of persons. So that is been planned earlier. The third characteristic is delegation of authority and responsibility. When a work is been allotted to particular person, he is also given the authority and responsibility, so that he can take the small decision by himself to achieve the goal of the company. Fourth is importance to human element here, because organizing is done by particular human, and so it is important that each and every person who is been allotted in the organization the work has to complete it and achieve the goal of the company. Fifth is it is flexible. It's always organizing is flexible, planning is flexible, so they can take their own decision. If one plan is not working, then we can switch on to other plan, and that is flexibility. Sixth point is establishment of interrelationship, because while organizing the things you have to work with one another, and so there should be a relationship between one another and coordination with one another, so that you can take the help also and you can give the help also to other. The work is been given, that should be monitored by the leaders and the managers, and it should be controlled also. If the work is not done according to the plan, then it should be changed. They should be guided on the particular point. Eighth point is group activity. Sometimes individuals are given and sometimes the whole organization is formed to complete the or to achieve the goal of the company, and so it is called a group activity. Ninth is controlled administrative structure, because if it is not controlled, if it is not in discipline, then you won't achieve any business goal, and so it is very much necessary that whatever things are being allotted in the organization has to be controlled by an administrative structure. Now we will move towards these steps for process of organizing. What are the different steps of process of organizing? The first step is clarification of objective. Each and every business, it is very much necessary that you should know you should have the clarification of the objective. The main objective of any business is the main objective of any business is to earn the profit, and that should be very clarified, that what is the objective. If a charity is being done, then it is the objective of that charity that they should look after the health of the people, the things that are required by the people, and so different objectives are set up for different types of work. Now second is the list of function. Whatever the functions are there of different organization, that should be been classified in a particular list, and accordingly the work should be moving on, and so there should be a list of functions. Third point is departmentation of function, that which function is going to be taken by which person, particular group of people, so that should be separated and each one should know their work, so that the goal of the organization can be achieved. Fourth point or step is to determine the departmentation position and abilities. Different people are having different types of positions and ability. Keeping in that in mind, they should be allotted the work, and accordingly the work should be done. The delegation of power and responsibility, once they are given both the things, power and responsibility, means the head of the department can take the few decisions in favor of the company, and in completion of that work he should have that power that he can take the decision, and he will be having the responsibility also. Now sixth point is establishment of interrelationship. As we talked earlier also, that there should be a good coordination between one another, then only we can achieve the goal, and so it is very much necessary that the interrelationship between different departments, people in working in the company should be there. Then the last process or step is to prepare organizational chart, because with this organizational chart each and every one will know their responsibility, their work, and so it can be done very smoothly and easily, and each and every goal of the company can be achieved very easily. Now the different kinds of organizations that can be there. For example, the structure of an organization. First we will talk about linear organization. As the name suggests, linear organization means the distribution of power and responsibility is done in a straight line from the top to bottom. That is, from top level they will give the guidance to middle level, and middle level they will pass on to bottom level, and this way the chain will go. As the distribution of power is in straight line from upper to lower level, it is called linear organization. Here the first structure of an organization is linear organization. Second is functional organization. Third is formal organization. Fourth is informal organization. And fifth is matrix organization. So how many structures are there? There are 5 structures, and right now we are concentrating on linear organization. As it is been said, linear means straight line. It goes from top to bottom. From top level they will give the guidance to middle level, middle level will give it to bottom level. How it is formed? In this structure, whole organization is divided into various divisions, segments. Divisional officers is appointed for each division. This divisional officer is responsible to higher officer for their functions. Whatever work is been allotted to him, he has to take the support of his subordinates and complete the work, and then give all the reports to the head of the department. Divisional officer is assigned all power for his segments for particular work. In this formation of organization is done according to the division, not as per function. So it is known as linear organization. Now I will show you the chart of linear organization. See, here is the chart of linear organization, where on the top are the board of directors. All the heads are here on the boards of director. They give all the suggestions to general manager, and now below general manager there are departmental heads. For example, production department, administrative department, sales department, and under them also they are being allotted different work. For example, purchase officer, and below them there will be clerk. In production department, production officer, below them supervisor, foreman, and then below foreman the workers. And so each and every, you can see there is a straight line, that there is no hurdle or there is no any things that comes in between the work of the people. Each and everyone knows from whom they have to take the order and to whom they have to respond, and so it goes in a smooth chain. They go, each department handles, for example, the administrative departments handle the administrative officer, and below them there are clerks. Even in administrative department the account officers comes, and below them again the clerks. Same way, sales department have sales officer, below them they have the salesman, and your advertisement officer, and below them they have the employees. And so a systematic line is there where you can see the formation of different people working under one another, and so every work is being done very smoothly, effectively, and everyone knows their own work. And this way linear organization works in a systematic and straight line, where each and every head is responsible for their subordinates, and subordinates have to listen only to their heads and just give the whatever report they have done, whatever work they have completed, they give the reports to their heads, and their heads again pass on to their heads, and ultimately it comes to the board of director. And so this way the linear organization works. Now second organization, if I talk about, that is functional organization. What does functional organization means? A structure is formed in which special knowledge, now here earlier there was no such special knowledge, but here in functional you can see special knowledge based experts are given special responsibility in the particular unit, which is known as functional organization. So in linear everything was going in a straight line, while in functional particular special knowledge is been required for particular department. Here the functional organization specially stresses work distribution and specialization. The work is distributed among workers according to their specialty skill, and so it comes under functional organization. In this structure, the distribution of work is not done according to the units but according to the nature of work. For each kind of work, experts are appointed. Such experts are not advisors, they are also administrative heads who are fully responsible to the task assigned to them. For example, purchase officer is responsible for all types of purchase related work. And so here we will show you another chart where functional organization has different kinds of things. Here you can see how in linear it was a straight line, and in functional organization you can see there are two departments, for example administrative department and factory department. Now here you cannot see a chain, straight line cannot be seen. Those worker who needs the help of other worker from factory department can go and discuss and they can take the help, and so your work is not been allotted in a particular line but according to their skill they have been allotted, and they can take the help of one another. Here you can see in administrative department there are public creation officers, discipline officers, account officer, guidance officer. So many are there, but there is not that there can be coordination among these people only. They can come and talk to these people also that the things are not working properly, you have to work for more time for having more number of production, and so they guide one another to achieve the goal of the people of the company. And so it is very much necessary to understand that in linear it was a straight line, that from top to bottom it was coming, orders were coming and they were working accordingly. But here in functional organization it can be haphazardly, they can take the help of one another, they can guide one another, they can give orders to one another to attain the goal of the business, and this way the functional organization work. Now here in functional organization you studied about the different things, that it is based main on the skill of the people, that is the main what they are having the special thing, on that basis they are working. And so in functional organization the main stress is given on the distribution and on their specialization, accordingly they work. Now what are the next? It is a formal organization. In a very general words, formal organization, in order to achieve predetermined goal, whatever goal of the business, that is profit, it is to be achieved, the formal structure of relation among people and work is established, which is known as formal organization. Here no special category is been given, knowledge is taken into consideration, just on formal relation they have this formal organization. Now the first characteristic of formal organization is formal structure. It is based on relation, so it is not having some special knowledge or skill. The second characteristic is lacking of flexibility, because they have to follow the orders of their heads, what they have been guided, what they have been told, they have to work on that basis. The next is delegation of power from upper to lower level, because again the delegation of power will be allotted from upper to lower level. They will be given the guidance, they will be given the orders, and they have to follow those things. Next is large size. Wherever the business is of large size, this type of formal organization is being done and they work on this basis. And so in large size organization, formal organization is being taken into consideration because it gives you an effective result. We cannot wait for special people. The fifth step is particular relation, due to particular relation these things are carried on, and that thing is kept in mind. And communication is the last point that is been discussed in formal organization. Communication is must. Whatever things are been going on, whatever reports are to be there, they have to be communicated from bottom to top level, so that they can take the decisions and they can move on towards the next step.